Welcome to the Red Pill, where we give you the brutal reality of truth. Today, we have Freddie Gibbs. Gangsta Gibbs is on the podcast today. Former XXL freshman cover Grace E. I guess he graced the cover, you'd say. Also, a very interesting career in hip-hop. We're going to talk to Freddie Gibbs about why he doesn't run with a crew. Every rapper seems like they need a crew. Why doesn't Freddie Gibbs have a crew? The state of hip-hop right now, what he sees out there from being a veteran rapper in the game. And also how he views the Me Too movement, being that he was accused, detained, and then exonerated of a sexual assault rape charge a couple of years ago overseas. Has that experience soured him to the cultural movement that's going on across the world with different ladies? I think that you will be very, very surprised and interested to hear his answer on that. We also got Marisa Mendez on the podcast today, sitting in, friend of the Red Pill, and bonus hip hop. This is the hip hop episode of the Red Pill. We got IDK, up and coming rapper from Maryland. You guys might have heard the suburban trap sound that he does. He's been everywhere. Just got off tour with A$AP Ferg. He's sitting in too. Freddie Gibbs is going to give him some of that old school, not old school, he's going to give him some of that really essential hip-hop knowledge. This was a fun one, man. Y'all not going to want to miss it. Pop some pills. Let's get to it. All right, so we told you guys what we were doing on the Red Pill, and we meant that. We are highlighting businesses, initiatives, and products that come from the culture, black and brown people. We do ads on the show. We're going to have an ad a little bit later. We're going to lead the show with an ad right now. From the culture, two ladies that are doing something that I think is fantastic. They are on the line with me right now. Cultural ad. Tell me who you are, what you do, and why you guys hate Ja Rule so much.
Disclaimer, we don't hate Ja Rule. We just said we were bigger fans back in the day.
Sure.
And we just want to say thank you to Van, because we took a shot and submitted our business, and he responded right away and was really excited about it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. My name's Randy, and I am the co-founder with my friend Sharon, who's on the line, and our business is called
Coffee Till Champagne.
And we are old friends, and I'll let Sharon kind of explain our story, but we've been in the entertainment industry. I've been in entertainment marketing for the last X amount of years, and Sharon, go ahead and tell a little bit about what you're doing.
I am an event planner. I run a company, an event and design firm called The Event Life, and then I also co-curate Coffee Till Champagne with Randy.
So what basically does the business do? What do you guys do?
So Coffee Till Champagne is an idea that we came up with, in theory, when we met in 2008. It's a gathering place for women to come and share their stories. So you go on the website, there are different categories, all the things, bitches be tripping, the struggle is real, word, isms, and you can go and share the things that pop in your head during the day. We know women always have 19 to 30 different tabs open. You can share things that are happening to you as a woman. You can share your story as a woman of color, something that somebody did to piss you off, a deep dive into something that's been on your mind. Like, you can run the gamut in terms of sharing your story. And the point is to build a community. We want to get people engaged so that everyone knows that nothing that you go through is unique, and you don't have to go through it alone, really is the purpose of Coffee Till Champagne.
So I think what we learned is that over coffee and champagne is when women do the most sharing, the first part of your day and the last part of your day. And we all realize that we're telling the same stories, but not to each other. And there's no real site that's kind of dedicated to each individual stories that people deal with in their day-to-day life. And we wanted to put that in place so that we could build a community and forge events and gatherings for women to meet up.
Mm-hmm. This is just the beginning. We're going to do meetups and retreats and seminars and events, and everyone will be able to find their tribe all over the world through Coffee Till Champagne.
Very important for sisters to get together and share stories. of, not just strife and pain and struggle, but of empowerment as well, so that, you guys have, so that we all have, should I say, networks in order to support one another. So I was really excited to feature you guys today, because the empowerment of Black women is essential for the forward movement of the culture. Now, where can people go to register? Where do these events happen? Where have they happened? People that want to use your service and be a part of your movement, how do they do so?
So right now, coffeetillchampagne.com is where you can find us. You can join our tribe, which is what we're really wanting people to do. Sign up, be the first to know. We'll keep you updated on any new events, any new stories, any new happenings in the community. And you can also go there and submit your stories. So we decided that we would do a giveaway for people who submit 2 stories that we are able to publish that we both love and approve of. And we'll send you some free flags from CTC. And then also we have a Facebook page at coffeetillchampagne.com and Instagram at coffeetillchampagne. So you can find us there. And we're still very new, so we're excited to be on the show also, because as we grow, we'll be able to push out larger and more events.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, y'all hit me up with some T-shirts and stuff like that. I'll bust them for y'all, because I'm going to continue to watch and support and make sure that your movement is empowered. Now, before we go, I just need something from each one of you. I need your favorite Ja Rule song.
Oh, man. Does it have to be him alone, or can it be him in a feature?
Give me the
anything
song.
Anything with J-Lo on it. You're welcome.
That's not a Ja Rule song. That's Ja Rule being featured on a song. I need a Ja Rule song from each of y'all, because before the thing I asked you guys about Ja Rule and you were very dismissive. I'm just gonna let people know.
We were not.
Yeah, and so now what I need from each of you.
I'm trying to say that right now.
I'm saying you said that you were a Ja Rule fan, that you liked him back in the day. So I need each of you to name a Ja Rule song right now. Give me a song that you like.
I don't know Ja Rule with the start of it.
No, there's the Holler song. You know it.
Oh,
I'm
my
not gonna
God.
sing it, but you know the song. That's
all right.
That's what I'm going with.
Listen, are y'all even old enough to drink the damn champagne? Yo, culture.
Yes,
yeah.
Like culture.
We definitely are.
Go out there and support these ladies. Say your names one more time.
Randy Matthews.
Ron Gardner, and we are coffeetillchampagne.com.
Coffeetillchampagne.com. Culture, get behind these ladies. Next week, we're coming to you with another ad from the culture. Hit me in the DMs if you want to be featured on the Red Pill. Ladies, I thank you so much. Now, we have to get to our interview. Hey, we got a hip-hop themed Red Pill. This is amazing. Everybody clap, because we got a couple special guests in the house. We got Gary, Indiana's own Freddie Gibbs.
Woo.
What up, Freddie Gibbs?
What
Gangsta
up?
Gibbs. What's popping with you, bro?
What up?
We got Marisa Mendez in the house.
Why didn't I get new jerseys on, Marisa
Because
Mendez?
we don't fuck with that like that.
Okay.
We got also a very special guest. One of my favorite MCs is in the house on the Red Pill today. JIDK. It's just IDK now, though, isn't it? It's just IDK, man. Just IDK.
People that know
can still call you JIDK. You don't care. Gibbs.
What up?
My G, man. What's up with you, bro?
Oh, man, staying out of jail, you know.
Staying out of jail. I got
always
so
a
much,
positive thing.
So much to talk to you about. So much.
Why so much?
Because, bro, it's just I got so many questions. First of all, I listened to the new,
I like answering questions, so ain't no problem.
I listened to the new project.
Oh, okay.
It's incredible.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Marisa, did you hear Freddie's new project?
I
have heard pieces of it, and I like it.
Why'd you hear the whole thing?
Because I be moving around. I hear that there's a lot of music to
It's a lot of
consume
music
these
to
days.
consume in the world.
Yes, see?
When you got to introduce stuff to people, that don't really trip. I don't trip on that.
So I'm gonna ask you a question then. I just recently heard your new project, right?
Correct.
Why am I just recently hearing it? If it's one of the best albums of the year, how come I haven't been heard Freddie Gibbs?
I mean, it's not that old.
I know it's not, but what I'm saying is, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. I'm asking the question,
right?
Because this is something I want to know about hip hop. Because something that I want to know is another reason why I had the homie IDK here is because I'm interested to know how good hip hop falls through the cracks. It's a very important question to me, because I fuck with you. I've been listening to you for a while. Know you. A lot of these other releases had a ton of anticipation,
Correct.
a ton of hype behind them.
Correct.
Why didn't Freddie have that?
I mean, it's a lot of shit out there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of music. You know what I mean? For you to consume. You know what I mean? And I mean, you got to look at it. You know what I mean? A lot of the shit that you said got a lot of. Can I curse and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're already there now.
Can I curse and shit?
My bad.
Yeah, you good.
Already entered that door.
Right.
I mean, you know, a lot of that shit is probably like on like major labels and shit too. You got to look at from that.
Yeah, they got the
my
machine
shit is
behind
independent.
them.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You get it. A lot of people get it. You know what I mean? So I ain't tripping. You know.
Take me through the beginnings of Freddie Gibbs. You know, I'm not gonna ask you for the whole encyclopedia, but you can give me the cliff notes. Like, you know what's funny about Gary, Indiana?
Mm-hmm.
I have a funny story.
A lot of shit funny about Gary.
I have a funny story about Gary, Indiana. I never knew that shit was hard in Gary. I didn't know. I was watching this movie back in the day. The movie was called Thick as Thieves, and it was with Michael Jai White, and they was locking this dude up, and they was like about to fuck him up, and he was like, "Nigga, you can't fuck with me. I'm from Gary, bitch." And I was like, "What that mean?"
Right? Is that a form of?
I was like,
is
and
it
that's where
standard?
the Jackson 5 is from. Like that's. He repping, but I didn't realize that shit was so tough back then.
Yeah, nigga, it ain't no joke. You know what I mean? Like Gary's a real, you know, economically, you know, deprived city. You know what I mean? Economically deteriorating type of city. So you know, in cities like that, you're gonna get a lot of crime.
Yeah.
So you know, the crime rate's definitely gonna be high. It's been high since I was a child.
Right.
The murder rate's definitely high. As you know, the same. Like I said, it's been like that since I was a child. So I mean, it's definitely a tough place to grow up. But I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? This place is in Gary where I feel like I could lay down on the street with all my money in my pocket. Ain't nobody gonna touch me. But
ain't nobody gonna touch you because you, or ain't nobody gonna touch you because it's that safe?
Or a combination.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I feel safe just because I grew up there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really, you know, I'm not really worried about nothing there. But you know, it's definitely a violent place. You know what I mean, to grow up.
How did you start rapping? What made you sort of like what got you into it?
Honestly, man, I don't know. I probably said this before, but I don't know. I was just failing at a lot of other things in life. You know what I mean? School. I can't really hold down no job. You know that ain't even really in my DNA. I don't think so. That wasn't really working. I mean, you name it, dog. I did it. I played ball in school. I was in the Army before. I got kicked out of that shit too.
You got kicked out the Army?
Yeah, definitely.
What did you do?
Just being insubordinate, smoking weed, having drugs. You know, just things that
Casual
a nigga,
things that you
all
shouldn't
the
do in
shit
the
that you
Army.
shouldn't do.
all the shit that I shouldn't have been
things.
doing. Just failing a bunch of drug tests and stuff like that got me kicked out. But I wanted to get kicked out because, you know, at that time, you know, that's when I just was like, I was like 19, like about 19, 20 years old, 21. And I was just like figuring out that I wanted to rap. So I didn't want to be there. And I wasn't there by choice. It was like, they did this thing to me called pre-trial diversion. Cause I
know exactly what that is.
Yeah, because I stole some shit from somebody or some shit and I got locked up. And they was like, and the recruiter nigga was like in the courtroom with a nigga. And I was like, and I was like looking back, like, you know, my mom and them shit, they weren't gonna pay for no motherfucking lawyer. They was like, nigga, you know, sink or swim on this shit. And, you know, the recruiter nigga came through and he was like, yo, nigga, I can do this shit for you and you ain't got to worry about this shit. I told the nigga, hell nah, I ain't doing that shit. Nigga. Right. I ain't going no motherfucking army. You got me.
So you would rather take jail than the Army?
A year in the county, I'll do it.
And how long were they
I probably would have been out in like 6 months.
How long were they asking you to do the Army for? It was kind of like...
Basically, the thing was like, you know, complete basic training and all of that, go through AIT. But you got to be in... I don't want to be...
in the Army.
No,
which means if you're
no disrespect to nobody that's in it.
Right.
I salute everybody, and I'm not one of them niggas. Don't put me in no
but to be
Colin
honest
Kaepernick
with you,
situation.
But to be honest with you, the reality is that, you know, situations like yours
aren't publicized, and they happen every day.
And that's how, you know, they keep a volunteer army stocked with a certain economic base of people.
Right. You think about it. It ain't no, you know, if a motherfucker is, you know what I mean, well-to-do, come from a good household, not to say that I ain't come from a good household, but, you know, if you come from a household that's, you know, strong economically, stable, you're not, your parents ain't,
get shot at.
Yeah, your parents ain't gonna let you go to the military unless that's what you want to do, unless that you know, that's something that, you know, your field of choice requires you to do. But, you know, most ain't no rich niggas like go to the army, nigga. You know what I mean? That real shit. I mean,
I have a cousin. They got money. He just wanted to go to the army.
Maybe that nigga want to be Rambo. You know what I'm saying? It's niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? It's some motherfuckers that's bored that just want to do that. And not taking nothing away from what you want to do, because that's admirable. You know what I mean?
Nah, if you want to go serve, you want to go serve. And there's a bunch of people that serve because that's
what they want to do.
Right.
So
tradition with their grandparents.
Right. So I'm not taking nothing away from them. I don't want
to respect. So when did it start popping? When did the rap start working? So you get kicked out the army.
It was I don't know. It was a lot of shit in between that. It was a couple of other little, like, you know, jail trips and just, you know, just pitfalls. And then my current manager, he was just like an intern at Interscope, and he was just, you know, scrolling through the internet, I guess, and he found me. And then
so you was with the major before. You was with Interscope.
Yeah, correct.
What was that like?
It was cool. It was a good experience. You know what I mean? Like as far as me like learning, you know, the ins and outs of music, because I had never did it. You know what I mean? Like I probably like within like a year or two of me like rapping, that's when, you know, I was kind of thrust into that situation. So I didn't really know nothing about music. So that was kind of a educational process. You know what I mean? It didn't last long, but it was definitely an educational.
The dude that brought you in, right? He got let go or something like that?
Definitely, both of us got let go.
Yeah. So that's the crazy part, is like so many people like just...
He didn't even get a job. He was just an intern. He thought he was going to get a job.
Oh, he thought he was really going to...
He didn't even get a job. Happen. But I mean, it turned out good for him. He ended up being, you know, my manager and close friend, so it's all good.
So with that situation, you're at the major, and you were there for how long?
Probably about like, I'll say about 8 to 12 months, something like that.
So you're there 8 to 12 months. Is there a point where you're there where you go, they're not really gonna fucking do shit for me?
Yeah, probably like after like the third month.
Oh, that's.
Then what happens then? I'm interested.
Just you know, when you're young, you just like fuck the world. You like fuck everybody. You know what I mean? This is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, looking back in hindsight, you know, what I did was just, you know, got better, you know, musically, and just kept pushing. You know what I mean? It was other aspects, you know, that I had to improve on, as far as like, cause like I said, I had only been a rap artist for probably like 2 years. Yeah. So I wasn't ready to compete on, you know what I mean, that level yet. So, you know, it's things that I had to, you know, do to myself. I had to change my, you know, my mind frame, the way I work, the way I, you know what I mean, I ain't gonna say look, you know what I mean, but just, you know, taking the whole total package of things into consideration when it came to, you know, me being an artist. And, you know, that experience gave me the chance to step back and really do that.
So after that happens, are you thinking, yo, I'm gonna go sign with another major, or are you thinking that shit is whack, I'm gonna be independent forever now?
Actually, after that happened, I think that yeah, I was trying to get another record deal because I thought that's what you had to do.
That's the way to
and at that time it kind of was that way.
Yeah, like that was like 2007,
this independent era hasn't really.
Yeah, it's like 2008, 2009 we talking about. So yeah, I was, you know, kind of thinking that I should try to get another deal or somewhat, but it wasn't working out. So, you know, I was going in every building trying to you know, get a situation, but I just got to the point where I was like, man, I'm not about to beg these niggas for nothing.
Word.
You know what I mean? So it was like, all right, let me just get on my grind and just, you know, do what I got to do.
And it's tough with that, too, because it's like you really got to make everybody in the label a fan of you, too, on top of the work of the regular fans that you're trying to attract that's going to buy this stuff. If no one's in the building fighting for you, you could be on the shelf forever, and it's just...
But that, you know, that little, like, 8 to 12 month period that I was, you know, signed to Interscope, it gave me a look inside of what, you know what I mean, was really, you know, going on inside of those buildings. So, you know, I wasn't taking the same approach, you know, that I was taking at this point. And plus, you know, at this point, I'm like, man, shit, I'm hustling on the streets to sustain myself anyway. So, you know,
hustling on the streets, like what you mean? What that mean?
You know what that means, man.
Doing what I gotta do.
FBI alert.
Making sure it's taken care of.
Doing what I gotta do to sustain myself. You know
I feel you, dog.
You know, things had to be done to, you know, to even have a rap career. This shit costs, man. You know what I mean? And
especially when you move in the machine by yourself.
Right.
Correct.
Even when you got a label, it still costs.
Correct. And I had to be, you know, the big homie and the artist, because I'm not no I don't have no big homie. I didn't have nobody like.
You say that in the records, like
because it's the truth. Like if you ask anybody in the streets,
you said I ain't have no big homies. Most of the old niggas ratted.
They did.
A lot of people, but a lot of people look at that. Me and my homies go back and forth with this, and they say you only as good as the big homies, as the OGs that keep you straight. But you don't feel that way.
I don't feel that way. I think that
can't.
Yeah, I think that you know what, man? It's crazy because I watched something the other day. It was Jada Pinkett, and she said something about like she was talking about putting this whole love twist on shit. But there's one thing that she said that really stood out to me. She was saying like, basically, it was like human beings are meant to disappoint you. You know what I mean? They're gonna disappoint you. Nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? So who am I to say that this guy, just because he's older than me, been through a little bit more than me, knows what to do better than I do.
Right.
He's not perfect. He can make mistakes. You know what I mean? A lot of guys that I grew up looking up to, they did a lot of dishonorable things. Mm-hmm. So
could you maybe learn from their mistakes though?
Definitely learn from their mistakes, but a lot of things that they did, I can't run up under them or respect it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those cats, when I was starting out, of course it was big dope dealers, drug dealers, and stuff like that. In the neighborhood and things of that nature. That was, giving cats money and things of that nature to start their rap careers and stuff like that. They was funding it, and you see a lot of that shit still to this day. I think 80% of these niggas got some kind of like investor. Sure. You know what I'm saying?
They all got something
90% of these niggas got something behind them. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't had that. At a point when I was looking for that, nobody would do that for me. Mm-hmm. So I was like, man, I gotta just get it out the mud. However, I gotta get it. You know what I mean? And whether that was, during that time, whether that was, drug dealing, robbing. Whatever that was, you know what I mean?
Not saying that it was any of that.
Not saying that it was allegedly, you know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
You know what I'm saying? But,
Austin. It's white people.
Allegedly.
We gotta keep it away.
But, it was a guy, that I looked up to in my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? For some years. And, at one point I came to him, and asked him, like, would he, help me?
Help you out, yeah.
And then, he was like, yeah, of course. Of course he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But, he at a certain point, he wound up being, like, jealous of me and wanting to rap his damn self. So, you know what I mean? You see how it goes, you know what I mean? But I just look at, all of that as, if God don't put it in your hand, you don't deserve it at the time. You know what I'm saying? So
you're not ready for it.
You're supposed to have it. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I just think that, it comes when it's supposed to, man. And if you rush shit and, you know what I mean, and try to take shit faster than it's supposed to go, then, you end up fucking up your destiny. So it happened the way it's supposed to happen for me. You know what I mean? Now I can look back and, stand on my soapbox and be like, ain't none of y'all niggas did shit for me. I did it all myself. And
that's more rewarding.
Yeah, it's way more rewarding.
And you can show these younger kids the way too, because they don't need anybody behind them.
Oh, okay. We got IDK. Cool. We got IDK in the building.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why IDK is here. Let me tell you why.
That's the homie, man. We went on tour together.
Yeah, IDK is here because like I was on my title playlist shit. And for like 2-3 years ago, and I see this shit that says suburban trap, and I'm like, man, all this shit is whack. This fucking trap shit is whack. And then I start listening to him. I'm like, yo, this kid is dope. And so me and him been cool going back and forth for a while. He is at that point in his career, kind of maybe like where you were. You know what I'm saying?
I saw that when I was on tour with him.
Yeah.
Like Lil one kind of remind me of me. Lil with a G, no, just play. So I like Jay, man. He a real good guy, man. And he's a talented individual.
So do you ever feel? I know that you didn't have big homies, but do you ever feel the need to be a big homie?
He said, "Fuck them kids."
Now I think so. Now it's because I got a beard now. So yeah.
Mandatory.
Like, I feel like it's mandatory now. But I don't know. You know, I mean, I don't know, dog. I still feel like I'm 19 when I wake up in the morning, man.
Feel you,
right?
bro.
I feel like I'm a child.
Like I look, I feel like I'm older than some of the guys. Of course, I'm not 25. You know what I mean? It's like when you hit 30, it's just like. All right.
Yeah.
It's like I kind of stopped counting.
Right.
So it's just like I feel like I'm older than them, but I don't know. I feel like I'm an old young nigga because I just look at they shit and I'm be sitting rolling my blunt and looking at the dumb shit these niggas be doing and be like, damn, what the fuck y'all niggas stupid? I'm at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a baby, man. So it's certain shit I can't be knocking a nigga top off no more.
What rap do you? First of all, do you fuck with a lot of the rap artists out here? Does Freddie Gibbs have rap friends?
I like IDK.
There we go. One. We got one.
I got one rap friend.
Nah, I mean, you know, I got, you know, some
because people say stuff. People say like
stuff about me. I know.
Like,
I always get it, man.
Like, people know. I'm gonna tell you what they say. People say, "Yo, Van, just let you know, Gibbs talented as fuck." Because even when we first connected some time ago, and I was like, "Yo, man," I was like, I was telling somebody I consider to be a big homie. I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna have this dude on the podcast. This nigga been real." Because I would always watch your interviews, listen to your music, and whatever, and it'd be like, just let you know, that dude loves being an underdog. He loves being apart from himself. He loved being by himself. Because I was telling people, I was like, and so. How do you feel about those? You laughing because these are things that you've heard.
He knows his students.
He loved being on his own. He loved being by himself. I was like, yo, man, I'm about to start fucking with this cat. This cat got good energy, man. It's one of the dudes you can build with. But they say things like, what do you have you heard those criticisms? And do you feel like things like that maybe stop you from politicking the way you might need to politic in the rap game?
Or maybe that's why you don't politic.
Maybe that's why you don't politic. Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think that I don't know, man. Just dealing with, just coming from where I come from, like we just don't be. I ain't with all that dick riding shit. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that a lot of these, you know what I mean, niggas in the game be wanting you to like, you know, like kiss their ass and shit. Like, I'm not with none of that. First of all, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you put your motherfucking drawers on one leg at a time, just like me, nigga. You a man. You know what I mean? So I just don't be with a lot of that. I don't play the political shit in the game. I think that when, you know, collaborations and things of that nature, when they come about, I think they should just happen organically. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, I'm not about to be calling your manager, your bitch, your label head, your lawyer. I'm not about to be doing all of that to, like, get you to... And plus, I feel like, you know what I mean, when it gets to a point like that, like, I feel like the other nigga kind of got power over you. He can just be like, oh, man, like, this nigga...
He could dangle it,
I'm like, fuck that, my nigga. Like, I'd rather just do my own thing and be respected for it. And if we gonna work together or something like that, then like I said, it'll happen organically. And
that answers your question, because why there's not so much hype around what his stuff is because it's like all the fellow ass kissers and this and the that and the industry hype gets behind them.
I'm not in
He's not with the bullshit.
I'm not in the in-crowd clip shit with the rap shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I do what I gotta do.
You ever tried it?
Yeah, at one point when I was probably like around Young Jeezy a lot at a certain point, but you know.
Oh, that's right. I remember that era.
I remember that situation.
I remember that era. Damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's right.
Didn't end well.
That's also right.
That's another situation. I mean, you could say it didn't end well, but I mean, that's another situation that I learned from. It was something positive to learn
What'd
from
you
as
learn
well.
from that?
You know, that I got to be my own boss. You know what I'm saying? I can't really
can't rely on others.
Like we was talking about the streets. You know what I mean? I ain't never had no boss in the streets, or I'm gonna give myself a boss in the rap game.
You and everything cool with you and him now?
I mean, I wouldn't say we got a problem. So, you know what I mean?
Shit just
if
goes.
you see me, you see me.
Yeah.
If I see him, I see him. It ain't nothing. Ain't nobody gonna get killed or nothing like that. So
well, that's positive. So
shit.
that's good.
I like to hear it. Room, give it up for that.
No one's gonna get killed.
We might have just named the podcast. Ain't nobody gonna get killed with Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna get killed or nothing like that.
Yeah. But, speaking of that, the reality is that there's a lot of shit that gets said rap beef wise, and you know, niggas coming at each other, and everybody wants a piece of the same pie. How much of it is actually serious? Like for people that watch it like it's the WWE, which is the way most rap fans consume it, how much of it is just talk, or when is there actually bad feelings?
For me, it get real serious. So I try not to publicize it. You know, I've had plenty of rap beefs and beef with niggas and issues with niggas, you know what I'm saying? But you know,
they're all real, and none of them are just.
We try to definitely keep that shit off the social media, and off the, you know what I mean, radar, because, you know, if I got a problem with you, it's gonna be a problem, my nigga. Like it's a nigga that I grew up with. We was in the 4th grade. We got into a fight, and that nigga, every time that nigga saw me till we was about like 25, we had to get in a fight.
We always,
we always got to fight. It ain't gonna never be over. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't gonna never get let go. Like especially when it get violent, like it'll never be over. You could say it's over. Niggas could say shit get squashed. You know what I mean? But you really gotta come to an understanding for it to be over. Once it go public, it ain't never gonna really be over because then you got homies involved, things of that nature. So, you know, I just try to just handle all my issues like a man, and you know, I wish that, you know, the things that or issues that I've been involved in never went public. You know, like I said, looking back on those, I wish I never, you know, would have said nothing about them.
Like you wish you never would have beefed
right,
with
because
nothing like that? I
wouldn't even call that beef, but, you know what I'm saying? But
aesthetic.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? But when, you know, I learned from that, you know, issues that I've had after that, it was better to, you know, handle those behind closed doors, you know what I mean?
In house. That way nobody has to lose face and pride on the line.
Correct. Because it was, you know, like I said, I definitely had way bigger issues than that one. Yeah. But, you know, when you handle it like gentlemen, it's always the better route. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. Something else that, you know, hip-hop culture has meant a lot to everybody in this room except for probably Maddie. If you look over there at Maddie doesn't give a fuck about rap. like Maddie.
It's racist.
That doesn't mean, see what the fuck I'm talking about? That means absolutely fucking nothing. It's a cartoon. Like it means, shout out to Boondocks, but that means absolutely fucking
love that cartoon.
But we
I don't give a fuck about rap. So.
You don't give a fuck about rap?
Not too much.
So that's why
I love it. I love it. I love doing it. I love making it. Definitely.
I'm asking my question was gonna be, it's something I do, is it fun for you?
Yeah, it's definitely fun. I think that it's a small element in such a wide spectrum of things that I do and what I got to come. I think that it's great. You know what I mean? I love it. I don't think that it's all that makes me. You know what I mean? I feel like I got so much more to, you know, offer the world. You know what I mean? Besides music, and you know that'll come with time. You know what I mean? Life is short, but you know it'll come. You know what I mean? So
for us that consume hip hop and look at it, a lot of times, especially as I get older, I look at some of the things that go on inside the music, and increasingly they become negative to me. You know what I'm saying? Increasingly they become, I understand them less. Like I understand less why everybody can't just get money and get along.
That's what I say when I mean I don't give a fuck about rap. I love the actual rapping, making
sport
music.
Of it,
the sport of it is fun. When I say I don't give a fuck about rap, I don't give a fuck about all the bullshit that goes
the politics
along,
shit.
Along around it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just that shit right there is just like, man, whatever. You know what I mean? But as far as the actual process of making music, of course it's fun. You know what I mean? Of course it's great. Of course, you know what I mean? I wouldn't trade this shit for nothing. You know what I mean? It's a nigga probably walking down the street right now. You know what I mean? Like wishing he could be in my position. You know what I mean? So I don't take a day of this for granted. I never look at it like, oh man, this is bullshit. You know what I mean? But minus the bullshit, everything in this shit is great. You know what I'm saying?
You tweeted something earlier.
Oh shit!
A couple of weeks ago, you know,
I tweeted some crazy shit.
He tweeted some crazy shit.
Usually my manager be on top of shit.
Nah, it got out because you know who reposted this?
Who?
The homies over at Rap Radar.
Elliot Wilson, king of reposting.
Elliot Wilson is my G. Elliot's whole fucking Instagram page is
not him. It's just other people. It's a curation of what everyone else says.
You can't miss nothing because Elliot won't miss you. But
Elliot got me.
Elliot got you. You tweeted something.
Damn.
B. Dot, my G. Elliot, my G. Love what they doing over there, man. You tweeted something and you said, I think the tweet was, some of y'all top albums of the year are really fucking boring. Do you remember that?
Oh, I think I probably said, yeah, I remember that. I said I went to sleep.
You went to sleep on some of y'all top albums of the year. Which album?
Yes, I would love to know.
Freddie Gibbs to sleep.
Shit. Damn. I mean, you know, I'll be high, man, so I can go to sleep off anything.
Are you talking about this year or like just in general? Because there's a few top this year. There's Drake was top this year.
You know what, man? My minister told me that I should stay positive and shit.
Stay positive? Wait.
So it's like, I ain't gonna tell y'all niggas what I don't like, because there's a lot of shit that I don't like. We could be
doesn't mean you dislike the person. You could just dislike the body of work.
His niggas, I don't like their work or them.
Listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why I asked the question is because it's a strong year for hip hop.
Correct.
It's a
huge year.
It's a strong year.
Right.
Nip killed it. J-Rock killed it. Pusha killed it. I didn't listen to that other guy. Y'all know I didn't listen to.
Who's?
I didn't listen to him.
Me neither, man. I will not listen to anything from him ever
listen
again.
to that other guy. But everybody else.
I like Pusha T project. Shout out to Pusha T. We just did a new song too.
Oh, you and Pusha T did a song.
Don't tell nobody. Well, I told
you
everybody.
just told all of us.
It's coming. But
keep it a secret, though.
Not dissing that dude. Everybody go enjoy the art. I'm not trying to start no movement. I just say I didn't listen to it. But what
doesn't feel the same no more.
But what I'm trying to say is it was a strong year. A lot of candidates out.
A lot of good music came out.
Nicki came hard with a new album. You know what I'm
Cardi
saying?
came hard.
I like that one song on Nicki album called Hard White. That's like probably my favorite.
Dope. A lot of people doing it.
Cardi album was hard.
Cardi
There's a lot of dope.
hella
A lot of dope ass music.
a lot of good
Which
rap.
one of the shits put you to sleep?
But for every dope shit you just named, it was like 100 bullshits that came out, nigga.
But they weren't top though.
They
You said
top bullshit. all the top shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Does it bother you if Freddie Gibbs doesn't hear his name put up in those top albums?
they used to. Now
You don't give a fuck?
I don't give a fuck because I know my shit is raw, uncut, so I ain't really worried about that. You know what I mean? And you know,
So the
who's naming the shit? Who's putting it up?
Right.
Listen,
That's the shit too. It's like all politic too. The people that be making these lists. It's like you just gotta be cool with them to make that list.
The only shit that you can put above mine really is like shit that got like, you know what I mean, like $10 million of hype behind it, like major label shit. And then some of them niggas even fall on their face.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Really,
I mean, critically, Freddie is up there with everybody else. If you look at the reviews and you look at the way it was received,
that's all that matters.
Like
to me.
so critically, everyone's like, "Yo, he's snapping. He doing his thing."
That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't have the mad rapper syndrome. You're not gonna be like when it comes time for any of these award shows or any of these things. Like,
I don't even go to the award shows. So, you know, I mean, if I get an invite, I think I got an invite to one before, but I couldn't go or something because that was some family thing. But I mean, you know, if I go, I'm not tripping on that.
Did they never invite you after that since you didn't go?
I don't know. I think I don't know. I think it's like a whole process or something to get invited to all of that shit. So I don't really, you know, I like it. I want to take my mama to one. That's the only reason I would go. But I don't really.
Who do you fuck with though? Who are you say they are rappers? Let's be say on the positive side. Like what is the music that you do get with?
I fuck with Jay.
Jay Dope.
Okay, well, we got that one earlier. We know that.
Jay Dope.
Who do I fuck with? I like this. I like Travis Scott album. That was dope as fuck.
That was dope.
I said that's probably my favorite album this year that came out.
Okay.
That album. I like all his albums. I'm a fan of him.
Travis Scott's dope.
Yeah, I don't know him, but I'm a fan of him. Let me see. Shit. I mean,
can Freddie Gibbs name? We're gonna play a game.
Who else album I like? I like
Freddie Gibbs must name three. You must name four rap albums.
Four rap albums
that you like this year.
That I like.
2018.
Yeah. Okay. I like Travis Scott's album.
Astroworld. Got it.
I like my album. That shit was hard.
That doesn't count.
It was hard.
That doesn't count.
I think his one, and I think probably like two to me.
Right.
Let me see. What's another person's? I like Pusha T's album. I like
dope.
Pusha T. And I liked I don't think it's an album, but I like that one song, that Doja Cat.
You can't. That's not. You have to pick
Ain't
albums.
album.
It doesn't count.
Is that a
the
whole
cow
album?
song is not an album.
So this is what we're
Hold
gonna
on,
do.
I got one more.
One more.
Let me see who else album I like that came out this year. I like Cardi B album too.
There
Cardi
we go.
B album.
It's a
All
fire
right.
album.
So I'm gonna name some of the hot.
Then the Migos album come out this year too.
It did.
I like that
Yeah.
one.
So
I'm gonna take mine out.
Or it might have came out bottom of last year though.
It might be
But
bottom of last year.
We'll,
Well,
I don't know. Okay,
we'll
put
let you
mine
take
back
it.
in.
Well, I'm
Put
gonna do
mine
what I'm
back
gonna do. I'm just gonna name some records, some albums. You don't have to diss them. You just have to be like, yeah, or don't say nothing.
Okay.
Scorpion.
I like that. Yeah, I forgot about that. I like
like
that.
Scorpion.
I like that.
I asked you about it earlier.
You asked me about that one?
Yeah.
I ain't hear that. I like that. I like
Nipsey.
that. I like some of that too. Yeah, I like some songs on
A
that.
lot of people say that's the album of the year.
What?
Okay.
Y'all didn't like Victory Lap?
I'm not saying I didn't like it. I didn't give it album of the year though.
J-Rock.
I didn't like it. I like that rotation song. I like that.
Good ass song.
I like that song a lot. I just saw the video. I like that. I like that.
J-Rock came hard. Nas.
Ooh, I forgot about his album. That was forgettable. That's what happens when you get Ye in the mix.
Yeah, Nas was a little mixed.
That came and went.
IDK, Nas, how did you feel about the Nas album?
You want to be honest?
Yeah.
I ain't listened to that joint.
I ain't even listened to it.
Me neither.
Freddie lying.
I wanted nothing to do with none of those
Freddie
releases.
lying. You lying. You didn't fuck.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro.
I
heard one song and like I was kind of like, all right, I didn't even believe it was. I'm gonna keep it real, man. If I gotta keep it real, I didn't even think it was for real. Like it was like about to be an album.
Like it was really coming out.
I didn't take it serious. I didn't think it was for real. I thought dude was like ranting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
About
like he
about
always
putting everybody out.
Yeah.
I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like, all right, man. And then I heard a song, you know, that was okay, but I didn't really. You know, and I was just like, I don't know. I just didn't even pay attention to that whole thing.
Let me ask you a
It
question,
wasn't presented correctly
at all.
How it was? Why
I love Nas, by the way.
I love Nas too.
If it wasn't for Nas, it wouldn't be no me sitting up here.
Bruh.
So I can't be critical of nothing he do. But
That's why that's the question.
But I respect, you know, everything he do.
That's the question. The question is, I could sit here right now and tell you.
We can talk shit about new niggas all day, but not now.
Right,
Not Nas.
I can tell. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, sitting here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Every fucking fiber of me. I've been a Nas fan since Illmatic first hit, and I was in Louisiana, so it was hard for me to get that shit. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't spinning that shit on the radio. You had to dig in crates to get that shit. I did not like the Nas album. Is that okay?
That's fine.
I don't think it's.
This
you know
is
what?
not
Man?
This is not his normal output.
I didn't like the Nas album. I listened to that bitch 25 fucking times.
This time is it.
Is that okay?
I hate the fact that, you know what I mean, that we in such a fucking like sensitive ass era where a motherfucker can't tell you that they don't like some shit without you getting offended.
Right.
Or you know, this whole just touchy ass social media ass shit, you know what I mean? Like, if you didn't like some shit, you know what I mean, you ain't like it. Like Nike put out 1 million shoes every year. You ain't gonna like every goddamn Nike.
Sometimes the bitch is ugly.
Motherfucker.
They still Nike though.
Yeah, but it's certain ones you gonna like. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. I mean, like I said, man, all praise due to Nas. I haven't really, the last Nas album that I really loved was probably Stillmatic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's coming from a fan.
Godson,
you know what I'm saying?
Godson was hard, bro.
I liked it, but I didn't love it like I love Stillmatic.
Yeah,
and it ain't no, like I said, it ain't no discredit to him at all. You know what I mean? He one of the greatest of all time. If rap hit a Hall of Fame, he in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of niggas not.
Who's the best new nigga? Who's the worst new nigga? Who's the best new nigga?
Damn, the best new nigga and the worst new nigga.
The best new nigga. You said we talk about new niggas, so who's the best new nigga?
What's a new nigga, man?
Right. What years are we counting?
A new nigga, like shit, it could have came out 3 months ago, and you be like, and then you might think that nigga old right now. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, the way shit is now, so it's just like
either young cat or hadn't been in the game long enough. We just talking here.
You know what, man? Rap has been like broken up into so many different like sub genres of what it really is. True. That you can't really compare nobody no more. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. My nigga, like real shit. Like you can't compare, like you know. And I love both of these artists. You can't compare a Nas to a Lil Baby. Yeah, right. It's just not the same shit.
Literally,
you know, hard as fuck. Hard as motherfucker. I love Lil. I got this shit. I was bumping that shit earlier. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I don't think you could really compare the two. I think it's kind of apples and oranges. I think that it's all hip hop. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I think that everything's been broken down to so many different sub genres of hip hop that you can't. You know, you just gotta just love that for what it is and love that for what it is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? As far as like whack ass niggas, I mean, shit, man, it's a lot, man. Damn, dog. Like,
what you think of 6ix9ine?
I think that I'm bald head, so I wish I had hair like that. But
that's good.
I like.
I'm gonna give you two.
I like a couple songs he got. You know what I mean?
Judge 6ix9ine on music, and then judge him on
because it's so different.
Okay, correct. Now,
so judge him on music.
I said this when I was fucking with Bootleg Kev and DJ Head. I was like, look, you know, like nowadays in the era that we in, like I have to like, you know, look at people's, like you said, look at keep their personal shit separate.
Separate the artist from the person.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like the, you know what I'm saying, the back and forth shit with the whole, you know, I don't like the gang bang and shit, you know what I mean?
Trolling that he fucking does.
I don't like all of that. I think in some way it's funny. I think that I laugh at some of it. I think that sometimes it go a little bit overboard. Like when you telling niggas mamas to suck your dick, like, you know.
Yeah.
I think you know, nigga, you'll die behind that. You know what I'm saying? But and I don't even gotta, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
go into that. But I'm just saying, like, you know, I mean, I think we know as men, like, what lines to cross. You know what I mean? Like, I got niggas that I can't stand, but I wouldn't tell their mama to suck my dick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that is too far. And when I've gone that
it was
length,
purposely, yeah.
then I know
you knew what you were doing, and you were,
you know what I'm saying? I know what's up. So, you know, I don't agree with some of the antics, but some of it I like. You know what I mean? Some of it I don't. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he pissed a lot of niggas off in Chicago, I know.
Man.
So you can't really go to Chicago bumping that shit. But, you know, I don't really, I definitely like some of his music. It's tight. I think he's a talented guy.
Because you have a reputation as being like one of the realer dudes in the game, is there any ever pressure for you to, because like I remember Beanie. Beanie had a rep for a long time.
Correct.
And not that he still doesn't have that rep.
Right.
Because I don't think anyone thinks that Mac is fake.
Not
but
at all.
It was you know, we're going back 2 years, 3 years where somebody stretched Beanie.
Oh, right. That was
Correct.
like 2
I
years
remember
ago.
that.
Yeah. And so at that point, it was like the question starts to become, was his persona bigger than who he actually was? Meaning, you're still a human being at the end of the day.
Correct.
That sometimes having that exterior, you know what I'm saying, that hard exterior, like niggas look at Freddie Gibbs and be like, he's real. Is there pressure to that? Like you can't be caught lacking because it doesn't just come at you, you know, personally. Also, like it infringes upon your brand.
Correct. There's definitely pressure to that. You know what I mean? I don't think that I try to like give that off purposely. Yeah. I think you know, with the music, all I've been doing this whole time is just telling my story, and you know, I think that people just put that on me themselves. It ain't something that I'm not a self-proclaimed
right. He ain't
the hardest
toting guns
nigga.
and all that.
I ain't say that now.
And now you have it. Well, I'm saying on social media. I'm saying
I got a lot of guns, but nah. I'm not. I mean, I'm not 19 no more.
Right.
So
Exactly.
If I was a lot of these niggas' age, I'd probably be on. So if we had Instagram in my day,
man, I thank God I didn't have social media.
If we had Instagram 10 years ago, I'd probably be in motherfucking prison, my nigga, because we was around some shit that, you know, we want to show too. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that, back to your question, I just think that, I don't know, man, I'm by myself right now. I just think that I just like to stay to myself to keep down the confusion, you know what I mean? Because, you know, I have had incidents, you know what I mean, you know, while I've been, you know, a rapper, where people have tried to, like, you know, kill me.
They ran up on you,
Yeah, they done ran up on me a couple of times, you know what I mean? Never been successful, you know, knock on wood or whatever, but knock on rubber or whatever the fuck this is. Or wood is
Maybe
wood.
there's wood underneath.
But, you know what I mean? So,
after somebody takes a shot and they miss, what do you think?
They ain't really want to kill me or whatever. Because if you want me, you can get me. You know what I mean? I'm not.
What's the point of even what's the point of even fucking around with it then? Why do you think they do that?
To scare you, man.
Of course.
Just to put something in, you know what I mean, to let you know they're there.
Listen,
I think
Marisa, of course, I know the game.
Well, I mean, duh.
I mean,
if they're not doing it, they did it for.
It's two different type of niggas. You got killers and you got niggas that want attention. You know what I mean? It's a lot of niggas that just want your attention. You know what I mean? Because I got a lot of niggas that will get up every morning, get on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever the fuck, and will blast me, will call me everything but a child of God, that will talk shit about me, say, oh, this nigga, woo, blah, blah, blah. But then when I bump into them in real life, it's all smiles.
Hey, man, what's up?
So I don't even pay no attention to that type of shit no more. I just be like, man, you know what I mean? Niggas just want attention. It's niggas that'll send a shot at you just for your attention. Now, if some motherfucker that really, really want to take me out, he ain't gonna say nothing. It's just gonna happen. And I don't walk in fear, man. So, you know, I walk with God. So I'm not worried about nothing. When he say the lights out, the lights is out. So I don't really I don't wake up worried about none of that shit. Plus I live in Calabasas too, so I really
you away from it.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. I go to the motherfucking grocery store with my flip-flops on. So I don't, you know, so I just don't, you know, I never try to put myself in situations where I could be taken away from my child. You know what I'm saying? I just look at it like that. I don't need to be in no situation where I'm going to jail, and I don't need to be in a situation where I would let a nigga kill me. And I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't doing that on the street. So why would I, you know, stop taking those same precautions at this point in my life, you know?
Hold up. Stop, pause for a second. Let's pay some bills. All right, like I like to actually put a little money down on my LSU Fighting Tigers. I don't like to just watch the games. I like to be a part of the games, lay a little action down from time to time. People always ask me for advice. Usually is what team to bet on this week. The truth is, I don't really know who's going to win. But if you think you know, you got to check out my bookie. Trust me, guys. They are your best bet this season. They've been in business for years, have great reviews online, and their mobile site is incredibly easy to use. Not to mention, they have in-game live betting and the most rewarding player perks in the business. Plus, for you fantasy dudes out there, you can even bet the over-under on how many fantasy points a player will score each game. So lay down some cash and win big today. You got to spice the game up a little bit, man. Put a little action on it. Put a little jack on that biscuit, as we say. You win, they pay. Join now, and MyBookie will match your deposit dollar for dollar. Use the promo code PILL when creating your account to claim up to $1,000 in free pay. That's MyBookie. And don't forget to use the promo code PILL when creating your account to claim the bonus. You play, you win, you get paid. That's the name of the game with MyBookie. Let's get back to this conversation with Freddie Gibbs, Marisa, Mendez, and IDK. Now, I want to ask you about something. A couple of years ago, I guess it was, you beat the case.
Man,
Right.
I follow that shit so
Yeah,
close.
we all followed it. We actually covered it here. We talked to, I remember, Eric Dickerson about it, and he was like, you probably saw that story. He was like, he supported you and all of that stuff like that because you and Eric Dickerson are close.
Right.
Now, interesting times that we live in now with the fact that you were accused of something that people don't know. He was accused of an assault overseas.
Correct.
Cooperated with the investigation.
Fully
cooperated, and then was acquitted.
Correct.
So
after a while, though.
After a while.
After a long time.
With absolutely no evidence but
Zero
fucking
evidence.
statements.
Zero.
Like I remember there was one quote where you said something like you said like you were like if I have to stand trial, and because it was in Austria, if I have to go back to Austria, wherever I have to go to meet justice is where I'm gonna go. I'm not hiding from nobody. I'm not running from nothing. So in the current climate that we live in today, with sort of the movements that we see, women empowering themselves,
the Me Too stuff,
making their accusations public, telling their stories. For someone that has been accused of something and acquitted of it, what do you think of the whole thing?
Shit, all I want to say is Me Too, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Nah, let me quit. I ain't try to downplay nobody pain or nobody incidents or nothing like that. But, you know, what I went through was real. It was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like I said to the day I died, like I never even gave this girl a hug before, man. That was the scary part. You know what I mean? Like, I did my show, and I went to the van with everybody else. She went to the van with some guys, you know what I'm saying, that was there with me, and that was it. The video cameras of the hotel showed me going back to my room alone. You know,
your boy that you know, the DNA and all that stuff.
Right.
What's your situation? Are you guys still cool? Did you guys stay?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Say it was, and they were underage. I mean, for Austria.
I don't know what happened. I'm not sure.
So what ended up happening was they did have sex with his boy.
Yeah, one of my friends had sex with the girls.
So then
Both
they
girls.
just tried to say later when he came back. So it was fine. They accused him the next day. They said
they accused him the next day.
Yeah, they got swabbed.
It was his case. He had all the DNA and all of that. He had sex with the girls. Like I said, I was never even in the room. I was never even around. You know what I mean? So, you know, that I knew about his case for about, I don't know, a whole year. That day, the next day.
Yeah.
I knew about it for a long time. And I would always tell him, like, man,
Don't go back there. And
I didn't say go back. I said, man, you might want to handle that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something serious to have over your head, man.
Then when you get thrown into it, you're thinking.
I'm thinking, nigga, I'm mad because you didn't handle your situation.
Right.
Because I feel like if you would have handled your business,
I wouldn't be in this position.
I wouldn't be in this position. And that's why I don't, you know, that's why we kind of stay to ourselves now. I ain't, you know, it is what it is.
So when you, because what I think the balancing act right now for us here is we're trying to figure out how we empower victims and empower ladies that are telling their stories, and men in certain cases. Shout out to Terry Crews.
I'm sorry to laugh at you, my nigga.
It's not funny.
Nah, Terry Crews shit funny. Fuck that. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, Terry Crews, no, nigga, no.
What you mean?
You can't include
Terry Crews is not a victim?
No.
It's not appropriate what happened.
So what?
Oh, man.
Terry Crews is motherfucking 350 pounds.
Doesn't make it right.
You right. And the nigga jaw should have got broke. And that's what that's what the story should about.
That's when they come and blacklist
Didn't Harvey
him.
Weinstein grab his dick or something like that?
It was an agent at CAA. I think his name was Michael Vinette or Jacob Vinette or something like that. Grabbed his dick in front of his Adam Vinette.
So,
just naming every white name you could think
Adam Vinette. Agent at CAA or WME?
Wow.
I say don't shit on CAA. I'm signed to CAA. Shout out to everybody at CAA.
CAA cool. CAA. It was
Thank you. Shout out to Caroline, Zach, everybody over there, man.
Shout out to everybody at UTH.
So he got his dick grabbed.
Yeah, he got his dick grabbed at by Adam Vinette at a party in front of his wife, and he felt like, this is what he said, he felt like if he did anything about it, you should see this nigga's face. This nigga not buying this shit at all. Like, he's like,
but you gotta feel him.
He said if he felt like if he did anything about it, that this dude was so powerful in Hollywood that he might not
get a job no
work
more
again.
Yeah, it's the politics shit we were talking about earlier.
Fuck that, nigga.
That's real.
Terry Crews, go get a brick, nigga. If you get some money, motherfucker. I'm not about to let you grab my dick in front of my wife.
What?
I'm not going to let you do it. Period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, a fight go with that. What Pimp C say?
And a fight go with that. You gonna smell my cologne.
Right. It's certain shit that a fight has to transpire. I mean, it's human nature, my nigga. The cavemen was hitting each other upside the head with clubs over shit like this. Like, nigga, you gotta feel me. You know what I'm saying? Right. After you do some shit like that, like, this just me being a man. Fuck that. I won't work no more, my nigga. You gotta put your fucking foot down, then tell your story. You'll get another job. It ain't that many big 380-pound niggas out there muscular like
you. Can fill that role.
Yeah, nigga, Old Spice still gonna fuck with you. Shit, I would have beat that motherfucker ass. You know what I'm saying? Until he couldn't speak, and then I would have turned myself in LA County,
right,
and been like, look, man, this is what happened to me, man. I'm a man. You cannot grab my genitals, my nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know what I'm saying? I wish women to knock the fuck out these niggas too when they inappropriately touch them.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? I know you like go to the club and motherfuckers bumping up. Hey, knock the fuck. I'm gonna teach my daughter. Look, knock the fuck out these niggas. She got karate class shit tomorrow.
I took karate for years. I can't do shit though.
I'm not playing with these niggas. If anybody touch you inappropriately or do something inappropriate to you, then knock the fuck out their ass. Words don't mean shit. Let them motherfuckers say what they gonna say and just walk away. But
having a daughter, like knowing that she'll grow up in because they're for every Freddie Gibbs that is innocent,
correct,
is scores of dudes
of Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, we the minority
really doing that for sure.
Correct, and I know that for sure. That's why I don't downplay victims. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come out when that happened to me and be like, oh, all these bitches be lying. No, nigga, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? This is an individual situation. You know what I'm saying? So I can't relate, you know what I mean, my situation to everybody else's. You know what I'm saying? Because some people would be like, oh, look at him, he was free. Like, nah, my nigga, y'all niggas is really doing inappropriate shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, it doesn't even have to lead up to a rape or any kind of intercourse.
Yes.
Just the way you handling a woman, you know what I mean, you doing it in the wrong fashion. Like, my nigga, if you stalking her, beating on her door, harassing her, all of that shit, no means no, just
sending
let it go.
Pictures,
you know what I'm saying?
of your
like,
dick.
Right, I don't do none of that. Like, when it come to women, I'm the least pressure nigga. Like, I'm the least, you know what I mean, jealous. I don't even get, you know what I'm saying? You ask my baby mama, like, she used to be like, this nigga don't get jealous of shit. Because I don't give a fuck about I feel like life is too short to be, you know what I mean, all in another person's shit, or to be obsessed with a person and stalking a person and to be doing all that bullshit, man. So I think a lot of this shit be niggas' approach, you know what I mean, and it lead to, you know what I mean, the woman like, oh, I feel violated, you know what I mean. It's not always just the, you know what I mean, penetration or intercourse and things of that nature.
Absolutely.
It could be what you say, how you
what you propose. If you do this, I'll do this for you.
Right. The shit, motherfucker, you threatening her. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of motherfuckers, and it's crazy that you said that about Terry Crews, like, you know, not doing that because he don't want to get work. I mean, shit, my nigga, like, I just feel like that's downplaying. Look at every woman in this game, music, entertainment, all of this shit. You know what I mean? That's trying to get up that ladder. You know what I mean? There's so many dog ass niggas is like, yeah, you gonna, you know what I mean?
Suck it out,
So, man, fuck what you talk about. They grab your dick and, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. But there's so many women that gotta go through those barriers to get, you know what I mean, where they need to be. Like, I just be like, man, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, his situation is
Jason over here says, you know, JC, the Jason with the headphones back there. Jason says, not Austin. Austin gonna move. Jason says that he would gladly let a man grab his dick for 10,000 cash right now.
What?
Damn.
Is that like a thing?
Jason.
Or are you just trolling like you always do?
I'm not trolling. True or false? Don't lie to you're intimidated by Freddie Gibbs. Like you're intimidated by Freddie. How much? Okay, let me ask you a question then. Let me ask you. Don't be scared of Freddie.
I'm a nice guy, man.
How much money would it take for you to let a random dude grab your dick at a party? I know you got a price. Yes. I know you got a price.
Look, I believe everybody is lying. If you were to tell somebody, I'll give you $250 million to let a dude touch your dick.
Oh, you could grab my dick too for 250 mil. Shit, do what you want.
250 mil. I don't know, man.
IDK, 250 mil.
That's me that shit.
IDK, 250 mil.
Nah.
Wait, let him do it.
Man.
Take the money, then beat his ass like the next day.
I mean, because you still got that stain on your body, you know what I'm saying? And you just look like a whole ass nigga. That's what I'm saying. But $250 million, I'll be one rich whole ass nigga. 250 million. Yeah, 250
You could save the whole community. You know what I'm saying?
You could just go, you don't even gotta look at social living.
He's like, man, go ahead, hurry up.
Go ahead, grab that bitch. God,
grab that motherfucker
freaky
one
ass,
time.
the fuck out of here, dog. You
nigga.
sick, nigga.
1 second rule.
Curse him out the whole time, so it's better, and then just go about your business.
If I was with my mom or some shit, she'd be like, shit, you better let that she'd be like, shit, you ain't no gay shit. We know you ain't gay, man. It's all good.
Does this change what you go through? Does that change the way you interact with fans now? Because I know that girls like to fuck rappers.
Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me? Why did you look at me? You looked dead at me.
I didn't look at you. I was just saying,
whatever.
I know some girls that like to fuck rappers.
And you're still looking at me.
Am I looking at Marisa when I said that?
I just don't, I mean, I think that my approach always been the same. You know what I mean? I just don't, I'm not that aggressive when it comes to like women. I'm not the nigga that's like, hey baby, what up? You know what I'm saying? And all that shit. I'm not him. So
you're probably even more shocked by that happening to you, being that hasn't been your
correct.
Right, especially in that scenario, you couldn't have done anything differently.
Right,
like you literally couldn't have been any better.
Differently, man, at all, dog. So it's just like you said, I was shocked. So I just was just, I just prayed on it and just continue to just do what I've been doing. I know that I haven't, I don't act in a way, lewd to women like that. So, I'm not worried about nothing. You know what I mean? Shit.
In the rap game, have there been people, because this is for both of y'all really, and really for all three of y'all, because to be honest with you, y'all know more rappers than me. The rappers that I know now, they on some real, like, they hit me up, they're like, yo, Van, like, you really spoke up for us. And so they're really complimentary to me right now. But y'all been having relationships with these people, with rappers for a long time. Is there anybody that you were disappointed by? You don't even have to name names, just tell a story of like somebody you meet, you thought this nigga is not who I thought he was.
Oh, hell yeah, all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. My motherfucking mama told me a long time ago, don't meet your heroes, man. The motherfucker's gonna disappoint you.
Man.
And I was like, what the fuck that mean? Like, I'm gonna meet Superman or Wolverine or some shit? He got powers. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you feel when you a lot of, like, it's definitely, like I said, Jada Pinkett said it, man, humans is made to disappoint you.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You just gotta just know how to handle that. and know how to, it's how much disappointment you gonna allow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just keep I don't know, like I said, with this industry shit, man, I just try to just keep an arm's distance from, everybody, because, you got a personal life at the end of the day that you gotta, tend to. So,
all right.
I don't know, man. I just try not to get. You ask me if I got any rapper friends.
You don't have any.
I be chilling, man. I mean, I do, man.
Who are your
associates?
Who are your? Let's say you're gonna go to a barbecue, right? You're not feeling like you want to go. You don't want to be isolated. By himself off to the side, Freddie Gibbs. You want to call up one of your homies in the rap game, and you guys want to go to the barbecue together. Who you'll call?
IDK.
Nah, fuck that. You can't call IDK. Who you gonna call up?
You. He's calling you.
He actually invited me to some barbecue one time.
At my crib.
And that answers your
Me to some
question.
barbecue
At my crib. There's some big booty hoes there, and you did not come.
Damn. He didn't say all that.
And you did not come. But I don't know. Probably Danny Brown. That's probably.
He's cool.
That's probably like probably one of my.
I like his new teeth.
Homies. My homie 211. Oh yeah, he do got some new teeth.
That's nice.
My homie 211.
I don't know 211.
Neither do I.
Let me see. I don't fuck with this.
You don't.
As we've been able to tell this whole time.
I'll be like, it's guys that I like, and I see them out, and we shake hands and stuff like that. But that's as far as it go. I can't really call us friends.
But they all know you though. They know. Yeah,
and I know them and love they shit and respect them. But like I said, I can't call us friends. Friends is the nigga you get up and go hoop with, and smoke weed with. Yeah, I can hoop. I'll dunk on your ass.
I'll bust your ass.
Let's go.
I'll bust your ass.
You ain't
bro.
ready for me.
I'm not even worried about that Indiana basketball, cradle of basketball shit. I'll bust your ass.
It's all good. I'm not that nigga to be doing all that shit with the ball. I just play defense to get rebounds, so it's whatever, man.
Yeah.
So you ain't gonna score shit.
Well, boy.
Just want you to know that.
Yo, me and Freddie gonna play, man.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm like Ron Artest out there. Let's get to it.
Now, Marisa, I have to ask you this question. Are there any rappers who've disappointed you?
Yes.
How have they disappointed
with their music or just with their personal?
No, with their personal dealings. And it was actually a huge learning lesson for them, it ended up being. I won't name names. It was a group. And it was recently. And I was
a rap
working.
Group?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It ain't that many goddamn rap group.
It's like four rappers.
I was working. I was with Revolt at the time. So I was covering red carpet and doing all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I do their social media, too. So I was filming what was going on. There was a big... public display of something that they wanted filmed, right? So you guys were there, TMZ was there, everybody was filming.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I know who you're talking about, and I can say it at any time, but I won't.
Don't think, just because I spoke with them after we had a dialogue. So I filmed it, and it's cool. And one of the people in the group was next to me, in my ear, like, "What's up?" Talking to me or whatever. Mm-hmm. Then he gets in my phone. He's like, "So what you filming?" I'm like, "I mean, you see what the fuck I'm filming? Like, I'm filming what's going on." And before I can even answer the question, one of his goons comes running from behind me. Right, we're in a very public place, lots of cameras. Yeah. Pushes me almost to the ground. I have a dress and heels on. Grabs my phone, starts calling me all types of bitch and hoe and slut and all type of shit in front of everyone. I'm like, I want to die at this point because I'm just trying to do my job. He won't give me back my phone. I'm screaming, give me my phone, give me my phone. He won't give it back. The dude that was talking to me that knows I wasn't doing anything wrong just backed up and let his homie just like fucking do all this shit.
He a bitch.
Right. Okay. So he's holding my phone. I finally get it back. He's like trying to delete whatever he was trying to delete. So I try to walk away now to get the hell away from the situation. He follows me, is in my face, bitch, I'll smack the fucking shit out you fucking ugly ass bitch. I'll fucking kill you. Get a lawsuit, bitch. I got mad money in my pocket. Just going, and I'm just sitting there like.
The rapper or the security?
He wasn't even security. He was a homie. Like, that's the crazier part.
Security,
exactly.
Yeah. I ain't got no rap homies. I ain't got no regular.
Right. Follow me down the block, harass me the whole way.
Freddie's going to go home and just into a blank room, sit down by himself, write rhymes, and watch Netflix.
That's, I mean, like, your team can mess you up.
And I was born by myself, die by my goddamn self.
For real. And so, and the next day, it all hit me, and I was like, really, and I wouldn't say I'm tough, but I'm a pretty tough cookie. I've been in a lot of situations. A lot of shit don't bother me.
I wouldn't fight her either.
Right. But no, but like, so the next day I was, right. But I was crying the whole next day. I was just so shook
you were
and
very
up.
upset about that.
Yeah, I was really, really upset. So I reached out to, I almost just said their agency. I reached out to the agency because I'm connected. And that's the other thing too, was an industry party. He had no fucking idea who I could have been. I could have been their label head's daughter. I could have, so many things that could have fucked up their money, or a bitch that's just ready to sue off top. Like, and I would have named them in the lawsuit, not that random guy. And I ended up getting in touch with their agency, who got in touch with their management, called me, all type of pleas. Just, we're so sorry. We're going to have a talk with him. And they had a concert a few days later in LA. They're like, come to the show. I'm like, I'm already going. I'm working backstage, but we'll talk there. Cool. They're like, don't worry. So they bring me to the stage. The same dude that fucking caused the problem a few days before sees me on the side with a couple other people, doesn't know who I am, comes running again, pushes all of us, get the fuck back. Mind you, we weren't even on the stage like that. Again, he's just over aggressive, pushing us, trying to get everybody. The manager's like, oh my God, no, this is the girl. All of a sudden he's like, I'm so sorry, sweetheart, you're so beautiful. I'm so sorry for everything. And I'm like, oh, now I'm not, whatever. So he apologized. Then the artist pulled me to the side and was like, yo, I'm sorry, Ma. You mad beautiful. And I'm like, why is it beautiful? I don't even care about that shit. Like,
they must be from the East Coast.
They from the South. So I'm like, I was like,
hey, yo, don't do no crimes.
You baited me.
Don't do no crimes with Marisa, man. Marisa over here giving up the whole fucking ex. Don't do no crimes with Marisa, man.
I mean, I'm still mad though. At the end of the day, whatever.
I would have sued. Fuck that.
Nah, it wasn't about that. It was about, I want y'all to understand y'all have a liability on your team, and y'all really need to be careful because I could have sued. I could have went to the press. I could have did a whole ton of shit, and I didn't. I just wanted you guys to learn that that's not fucking okay.
Yeah.
So that was my story.
I would have sued. Let a nigga push me.
You got. What do you think about suing?
You should sue those girls.
Like,
we in litigation right now.
Good.
Oh, you're gonna sue them?
God,
it's a process right now. It's in process right now. It's a long process, but it's
funny how long that has to be, but yet they were ready to convict you right away.
So that's very interesting because a lot of times when we have situations like this, there seems like there is no legal recourse for the person who is accused.
Yeah.
It's like I said, this process has been longer than I thought it was going to be because it's a whole other country, so I'm going by their legal rules. So you know what I mean.
And you're suing them to not necessarily even for the money, but
I mean, I just want my restitution. I just want my money back that I spent.
Oh, right, because you were spending to even stay out there and all that. Yeah.
God gonna deal with them from a moral standpoint, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah. So, for that situation aside,
correct.
What is
fuck them hoes? No, I'm just
that situation aside. What I was gonna ask you is about lessons. Like we have young IDK over here, right? You know what I'm saying? He is he's on the precipice, Freddie. He's got a lot of interest. Dare I say bidding war?
Yeah, you can say that.
Dare I say bidding war for services? He's about to go down the road that you've been down before. If you had any advice to give him, because I know you say fuck advice. I mean, you could be getting advice from goddamn Jesus, and you'd be like, nah, I'm good. But if there was any advice you can give him, because I brought him here because I know that you guys know each other, but me and him talk about his career a lot, and it's really not much I can tell him. I could just give him common sense business advice and just tell him about things that I see. But you like it or not, got a lot in your head.
Well, I got to really see Jay work. I definitely watched it from a distance. I got to see him perform. For a tour. So it was I already know what he is and what he got going on and what he can do. So all I could really say is just keep doing what the fuck you do, man. Keep changing your hair color funny and all that.
Crazy hair. Let's see what you got.
Bald and shit too.
Let me see what the hair is now. Oh, you cut that shit?
Nah, it's the same.
Oh, it's the shit. Got the little.
You make a nigga one of y'all young niggas make me want to grow my shit back. I'm about to get some rainbow dreads.
What's them boots about? Like they got the Chuck
Rick
boots.
Owens, bro.
What the Greg Owens?
Rick Owens. Come on, man.
I don't know nothing about y'all see me? I'm not. These niggas pulled up. This nigga was in what was that? Was a big ass Benz or something? I don't know. And this nigga pulled up, and I got a Honda Accord, man. I'm not there yet. I just got hot. Give me some time. I'm really not there yet. But I will say this though. Check me out. Y'all, fuck this. Watch this. Because they know in Glendale, I just test drove the Tesla Model X on Saturday.
Oh.
Damn, you about to get that?
Ooh, hell yeah, I'm about to cop that bitch. About to cop that bitch like Jaden Smith in the Icon video.
They put that on autopilot and it crashed a nigga, right?
You lying. I did that I did.
And the nigga blew up.
You lying. Shut up, nigga.
Yes, he did.
You know what? Let me tell you something about the autopilot. I'm in the test drive with the
Are you trying to get a sponsor from Tesla?
Look at it. That's what he said. Let me tell you about the autopilot. You sound like Stephen A. Smith in this motherfucker.
That shit was dope. You can see the fucking cars coming. If y'all can hear this Tesla,
Hook a nigga up. I went to that motherfucker Tesla shit. They take 3 months to make your car.
Yeah, it takes a while.
That's some bullshit. Why I can't get it today? Nigga, I got the money today. They fucked up because I was gonna get one, and then when I got there, they was like, "Yeah, it's gonna take 3 months." I said, "Man, fuck that. I gotta go. I need it today. Right. Nigga, I ain't got it today. I'm out, nigga."
The one thing that killed me about the Tesla is like they give you one price and then everything is $1,500. So you do the Tesla, you sit down there, and then it's like, okay, what color do you want? The Tesla comes in black. So I don't want black. I want white. $1,500. I'm like, for real? And they're like, yeah. It's like, okay. So what kind of wheel covers do you want? You want the standard wheel covers? I'm like, nah, I don't want the standard wheel covers. That looks crazy. Okay, $1,500.
I mean, it's
I'm
a
like,
base model on your ad stuff.
Fuck that base model shit. Like $1,500 to go from black to white.
Hey, maybe they don't make a lot of white models.
The only thing that should change from a base model to a good model is leather seats. All the
And
rest
a
of that
sunroof.
shit, a sunroof. All the rest of that shit, it should come with. You know what I'm saying? It's the same goddamn cost. So really, the only thing you should pay extra for is leather seats.
There it is.
Yeah, same.
I don't even like
goddamn
leather seats. Some shit be cold and hot.
Now we just doing the fucking car podcast. We gotta move. I
need a car too, Tesla. I got a fucking key
I just feel like
afterwards.
you know what? I just feel like I get one of them, I'm gonna fuck up, man. I'm gonna be out here in LA, nigga, and there ain't gonna be nowhere to charge that bitch somewhere. I'm just going, just my luck.
There's actually a lot of charging stations.
They showed me all the charging stations. Come on,
man.
By the way,
I came from up in box Chevys. You know niggas like to ride on E.
Just to let you guys
Same.
hey,
I'm on E right
now. You know what?
Me too,
on
shit.
E, and you know what the difference between us is? You're gonna run out of gas. Because
Why?
as men, we know
I know my
exactly
car.
how
Oh, yeah.
you
I
ought to
know
go
my
on.
car.
We know
exactly as women, y'all run out of gas and be like, how the fuck
I
you run out of
never
gas?
do. Also, I have AAA, so if I really do, I'll be fine.
So what?
So what?
You still gonna be stuck for an hour and a
See,
half.
we can feel it. We can feel it in the pedal. We can be
Ain't
like,
no
okay,
pedal.
you
When
know
that
what?
bitch is not picking up,
pedal.
like I'm not gonna lie.
I've only ever ran out of gas once.
You turn the air conditioner off.
Turn the air off.
Right.
Roll the window down. Seriously, I'm about to run out of gas. Hey, Jason, you run out of gas before, huh? Oh, hey, Freddie, let me tell you about Jason real quick before we go.
Jason's a fucked up individual, man.
Jason is, man. You ever heard? We had a girl on the podcast last week. Her name is Wheezy. You ever heard of Wheezy? She do this like podcast. Shout out to Wheezy and Mandy. Horrible Decisions.
I know Wheezy from the Jeffersons.
Right. They was talking about pegging. Do you know what that is, Gibbs?
It sounds sexual.
It is. That's when a woman straps on a dildo and then fucks
I'm
a
out.
dude.
I was reading about that. Like, I can't even. I'm with a lot of shit. I ain't with that shit.
I ain't with
That's
that shit. So if
weird.
your man want to get pegged,
You not pegging him?
There's something wrong with that man. I'm all
that
set.
shouldn't be.
Wait, hold on for a second,
I
though.
don't know,
Wait a
man.
second, though. Let's talk about this because
Yeah, yeah.
Marisa, if you guys know Marisa is very, very, she's an open and sexually empowered woman.
Okay.
Who is your best friend?
Amber Rose. Oh, she just called right now. Actually,
Right.
She said, "Call me, bitch."
So you guys are of
Right.
similar dragon.
we
energies.
empower women
Dragon energy.
You guys are of similar dragon energy.
Okay,
to do what they
Yeezy.
would like.
Right, exactly. Right? so that is too far for you.
Yeah. That's probably it though. With everything else, it's just that
You're with everything
particularly
else.
is just strange.
That's strange for
That's
you.
strange.
I'm always interested to know people's limits.
Yeah, that's
Don't
not
ever
it.
got a podcast. I want to come
Yeah.
on there and talk
Yeah, I
nasty
just did that
because
one
I
last
can't
week.
say all the shit I want to say with this.
You
nigga.
gotta come to the show.
I'll come on there and
Yeah.
we could talk about this peg and shit.
Record Fridays, so in LA.
Wait.
I'm not with now.
I can't be on the
Come we just exited.
Yo, this is my
Now
shit.
this is the
I
Emerald
invited
Show.
all of you motherfuckers here. And y'all trying to
Say, who put this shit
We
together?
wanna talk about pegging, though.
Oh, we got to talk about peg and
The
all
question,
that.
the point is that though, Jason was talking about that he would get pegged.
Oh, you like pegging?
He loves pegging.
Nigga, how much? How
You got
much?
a price, bro.
Hold on. Earlier, you put a huge gap in the money. You went from 10 grand to 250 million.
Right.
Nigga. Like that's a big gap.
What's your pegging number, Jason?
The number on the podcast last week was 100K.
For pegging?
For pegging?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh man. Oh, wow.
But you know what though? I think it's cool. It's just like
That's a nigga tax bill, nigga. Hey, shit.
Jason!
Okay, that's Uncle Sam. Like,
have you ever
Jason.
tried it, Jason? Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't.
That's bullshit.
Have you ever got a finger in the butt?
No, I haven't.
A tongue?
But 100,000
You know you got your ass
will get a
licked.
dildo in you.
And
Damn.
Damn, Jason.
Damn, nigga.
It's a lot of money. Can you go back to the Tesla ad
You could get a Tesla with 100. So would you get paid for a Tesla?
Actually, wait a minute, nigga, you can't even get a Tesla. The model I looked at is 150. You can't even get the Tesla. You gonna get fucked in your ass and you can't get a Tesla, nigga.
Damn, nigga, they ain't.
It's pleasurable though, guy. That's a G spot for a guy.
No,
Yeah, but you said you wouldn't do it though.
Just because it's just a little strange to me, but there's nothing wrong with it.
IDK's
I just
next
personally
mixtape
would.
is called Pagan.
Fuck no.
Pagan in Baltimore. Like Pagan in Maryland.
You can't even buy a house in Cali with that.
You can't buy a house anywhere with that.
100 grand, you can't. You can get one in Detroit. But
you can get one in Gary.
You can get one. You can get one in Gary.
Don't worry where you'd want to
Hey,
live.
then come with that 100 grand, nigga. We can go get 5 houses a year. They all gonna be straight trap houses, nigga. Trust me, nigga. I got like 10 of them, nigga. They like little bitty Monopoly pieces. Nigga.
IDK, you fuck fans?
Huh?
You fuck fans?
Nah.
You got a girl though.
I be chilling. Yeah, I be chilling.
Yeah, you brought it to the.
I don't either. I don't do that.
That nigga lying.
I'm not lying.
That nigga lying.
Okay,
I do not.
I mean, I have before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you don't do it? What's the rules on that? Like, we got a couple minutes left. Like, what's the rules on that as a rapper? Because I'm sure every show you basically get somebody, right?
Me personally.
Not every show.
Me personally.
Every show, if I'm a rapper, every show I would expect somebody to want to fuck.
No, nigga. That's not.
Sometimes your dick
got
wanna
problems,
break.
nigga.
No, I'm not saying
You
that.
got,
Wait.
It be the niggas like you that get a rap game and fuck this shit up. No, we don't gotta fuck. That's a myth. That's what I'm saying. It be
I'm
stereotypes.
not expecting to fuck every show, but I would expect for someone to want to fuck every show.
If somebody
that
don't want to
happens.
fuck you every time you step outside, you're not doing your job correct.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I think that if you're an entertainer, motherfucker should want to fuck you.
I'm saying, so.
Are you fucking fans now, man? You got
I'm
fans?
not
You fucking fans in that Honda,
yes,
nigga. You hit bitches in that Honda. You get roadhead in that Honda,
I'm not
nigga.
fucking fans
He's
at
like,
all.
bitch, wait till I get that Tesla. You gonna be sucking this dick in that Tesla, man.
I'm not
Nigga, we
fucking
gonna be
fans.
riding on autopilot.
I'm not fucking
And you
fans.
get the bottle, you get the one with the flip up door on the side. Yes, you can flip up and hit the bitch dog in. Yeah, I know what you're doing,
I'm not
man.
fucking fans. I'm just wondering though, for rappers, y'all go to shows.
I'd rather
not to fuck?
I'd rather fuck a bitch that don't even know I'm a rapper, really. So I kind of like being low key. I kind of be like playing it like, yeah, like what you do, find out on your own. You know what I mean? You gonna find out quick, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's not the approach I take. I don't want you to fuck me because I can rap.
Because you can rap?
Nah, hell nah. That's cool. I mean, you know, if I'm on a drought.
If you're,
If you was looking for a quick, you know what I mean?
But like, nah, I ain't really trying to like kick you. I ain't really trying to go eat.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm just
Why are you looking at me?
I'm just asking because I'm just asking.
I ain't really trying to go eat with you or kick it with you if that's the case.
If that's the case.
Nah, I ain't trying to fuck with you like that.
Have you ever been backstage, Marisa?
She just
What
told
do you
she was-
fucking think?
She just told you a nigga tried to beat her up.
Can we talk? Can we speak openly? For
Fine, man.
Okay,
What?
so you've been backstage to
Yes.
shows. Have you ever been backstage with the purpose that you were going to target a specific rapper for lovemaking purposes? Sometimes.
Yep.
And it works out.
Get what I want.
Wow.
But it's a little different because either they know me or someone on their team knows me. So there's a little bit more familiar.
It ain't no new shit.
Yeah.
Like it ain't like some random. Like if I just see you, like, hey, go,
Yeah.
come on. Like, nah,
okay.
nah,
So it's like they've kind of known
There's
who you
some
were
sort of
before.
rapport with somebody there.
Yeah,
They're not like, oh, this is scary. I should, it's
Yeah, it got to be a rapport.
Yeah.
Gotta be a rapport.
Fucking fans get scary, man. You got to watch it, man.
Yeah, I would imagine so. The reason why I asked is like now it seems like something that rappers really shouldn't do. If you were fucking fans,
especially in this climate,
if you were
bro.
fucking fans
Hell
in the
no.
past, it just doesn't seem like it's with the mechanisms of everything that's going on. It seems like that whole party thing should kind of be coming to an end right now.
Yeah, just don't fuck nobody you don't really know like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just fuck her after you had coffee with it. You had coffee with the bitch.
So you like to get to know them a little bit.
Yeah, we can have Starbucks and some shit.
I mean, and also you should like get their Instagram right away because like that'll be telling too.
tell us.
Look
Motherfucker
at
have
the
a fake
shit and see.
Instagram
That's true
nowadays,
though. That's
though.
true.
Tell us
Because I'm
the
like that
shit.
Selena bitch. No, I'm just saying like that one girl.
Yo, she hit me up too.
Bruh,
Selena.
that skinny
Selena, she ever hit you
girl
up?
in like
I'm
Denver
out.
that be trying to
She
that got
hit me.
that
Snoop
same
recently.
girl?
Yeah,
She
probably
hit you up,
did.
IDK?
She
Bruh,
probably
I
did.
thought I was on. I was like, damn.
that's how you know you made it.
Right. You know I made it.
She want to expose me. It's lit.
Yeah. hit by the
nah, she
groupies,
used to be
bruh.
hitting me. I don't think she got an Instagram no more, but she was hitting me. I told her I had a girlfriend, like, leave me alone type shit.
And you
She was like, nah, I'm going to
You
be at the
did
show
that?
in Denver.
Nigga,
Don't
you
worry,
ain't do
I'ma
that.
be
You
there.
ain't do that. You
Huh?
lying,
Huh?
nigga.
You ain't do that.
I swear to God, I could show you the shit. Like,
Nah,
I'm
man.
dead
But
ass
Snoop got caught up. Like, how does an OG like Snoop? But the worst part
I
is
don't
he
think
was
that
sending
shit's
her
real.
video. He
I don't
was
think
sending
that
her
was real.
videos.
I don't
though.
believe that.
I don't
nigga.
that ain't happened.
He
What-
sent videos
that wasn't
like baby,
Snoop.
can you suck my dick later?
That wasn't.
Was it a clone?
That wasn't Snoop.
Nah, but she the
Snoop,
type
bro.
to do shit like
I don't
that. So
believe
you
that.
gotta like.
She had O'Shea Jackson Jr. sending videos.
I don't believe none of it.
It's real.
I don't believe none of her shit, and I don't believe that he told her that he is.
I'm gonna pull up the DM.
When a girl be like,
Why'd you even answer?
niggas don't never be like, I got a girlfriend.
You could have ignored her. Why'd you?
You know what I'm saying?
Because I wanted to see what was like.
That's like asking a
far you could
motherfucker.
go.
Like that's like telling a motherfucker I want to give you some money, and you gonna be like, oh, I got a salary already. Like you ain't gonna say that.
I got a salary.
Nah, I'm fucking with. He probably did. Jay is a good nigga.
Hey, no, but seriously though, he really
is a good nigga. I was
really
on tour with that nigga. And he was,
chilling.
was chilling. You know what I'm saying? It was
He
chilling.
really is.
You know what I mean? Like,
Listen, y'all, we about to be up out of here.
this shit over already? Damn. I was just getting started. Goddamn.
Well, we come to Amber show
I know,
next.
I'm
We're
going
gonna
to fuck
talk
this shit. I'm
pegging.
going to every shit. I'm going to talk shit. I'm going to talk shit.
Damn.
I'm going to talk bullshit about Terry Crews. Hey, Terry Crews,
bro.
a fight go with all that shit that I said.
You know you're going to make news, right? People going to pick that up.
I'm just playing, man. Damn. I can't never, man, let me make the news for some good shit, man. I like Terry Crews movies, but I don't fuck with that move. But a fight go with that. A fight go with anything I say, nigga. I'm just letting you niggas know.
So let me ask you this. Before we go, though.
What's up?
Let's quickly talk about the good shit that you do, because I know about the backpack giveaways. I know because we talk about all the controversy, all the stuff like that. But what we don't talk about most of the time is what brothers are doing in their communities.
Yeah, me and my mom, we do a school supply giveaway every year. You know, I don't get into all that publicity shit because I do it because I want to do it. I don't do it for you niggas to pat me on the back and tell me that I'm doing something good. You know what I mean? A couple years ago, I gave my whole high school football team new shoes, new equipment, stuff like that. So I just like doing little shit like that, man. And just showing the guys that come from what I come from, and I still care and things of that nature. But like I said, I'm not one to be.
So they know that Gibbs, that somebody from their community can be actively involved and giving back to their community
at all times. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I said, man, and without all the hoopla and hype and all of that shit. But I'm about to start doing some more things as well. You know what I mean? So, just with any type of career growth, you know what I mean, you able to do more things. So, and I think I've been doing pretty good. So I'm able to do more for more people. So it's good.
That's dope. IDK, what you doing for Maryland? Nothing, nigga. Okay, we out.
Selena Powell.
I ain't as rich as Freddie Gibbs yet. I'm getting there though.
I'm broke, man. Don't tell nobody.
You broke, baby.
All right, people in this room, man. Clap for Gangsta Gibbs, man.
Woo.
Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all, man.
Answer all the questions. You know what I'm saying?
All the questions except about the rappers. No, I'm just playing.
we got a sense of it. Maddie's over here. Maddie, why you have that scowl on your face, bro?
No scowl.
Did you like this podcast?
Yeah, it was fun.
It was a very fun podcast with a very dangerous rapper.
We just talking about how a nigga did all the charity shit. Then we go right back to it. We go right back to it.
We out.